My questions are literally going to be in a sense of genuine enthusiasm.
That's, I love that question. Oh my God.
I see you getting such good, beautiful tidbits of the artists' lives.
Welcome to another episode of Genuine Enthusiasm. I'm genuinely enthused and excited for my next guest. I wrote a few notes about her. The show where we dive into stories, passions, and journeys of people who inspire us. Today, I'm thrilled to welcome Sylvia, a photographer, entrepreneur, investor, and proud mother of three. She's the founder and CEO of Anchor Studio, a Toronto-based photography studio specializing in newborn, maternity, and family photography. Sylvia has built a brand known for capturing authentic, heartfelt moments, helping families preserve the fleeting milestones of childhood and parenthood. Outside of her work behind the camera, she enjoys staying active, traveling with her family, finding inspo in everyday life. Sylvia, thank you so much for doing this and joining me today.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
What did you think when I was reading your bio there?
I guess it's kind of cool to hear. I can't remember the last time I've had someone introduce me that way before. So pretty cool to hear.
And I could be wrong here, but is this one of your first podcast interviews or have you done anything similar?
Nope, my first podcast.
Okay, so I'll try to be gentle and this is a safe space, you know?
I trust you.
All right. Yeah, let's get into it, right? So how did you get into photography?
Well, I mean, I've always loved photography. Even in like my 20s when I was traveling through Europe, I've always had a camera in my hand. Yes, maybe those small Sony cameras back in the day, but taking photos of everything, every city, every person I met on my trips. But it wasn't really until what, 13, 14 years ago now, my ex-husband, he's actually a wedding photographer. So when I met him, I started helping him out with weddings, and I was like, "Oh, this is the coolest thing. You do this and you get paid for it." So yeah, started off as a wedding photographer, but then when I had my first child too, I was like, "Oh, not doable." So I started leaning more into the family photos, and I was like, "I like this even better." It's one quick hour with the family, capturing moments, and 13, 14 years later, I'm still doing it. And I still love it.
So you touched on it, but just to build on it a little bit, what initially drew you to capturing maternity, newborn, and family moments?
Just kids, their personalities. I love capturing people. Like even today, I just came from the AGO and they had the Paul McCartney exhibition up too. And I was like, oh, my favorite one, it's people, it's their expressions. And when it comes to families, right? Like kids change so much. There's so much fun getting to spend an hour with a family, getting to know them, capturing those giggles or those cries or those tantrums sometimes too. But it's fun. I really enjoy it. It's work that doesn't feel like work, which is what I've always wanted to do.
And looking back, what was your first big lessons in photography or running a creative business?
Oh my God, so many had to learn the hard way. I would probably say just like really investing in myself to begin with. I'm pretty much self-taught. So a lot of learning along the way. I wish I initially like just had invested from year one just to make my life easier, right? I would have made those mistakes. I would have had my contracts and everything in place that would have made life so much easier.
Many people start with a hobby. Okay, take two. Many people with a hobby or a passion. At what point did photography become more than just a pastime for you?
Started photographing kids really. Yeah, when I traveled, definitely a hobby. Always came back. I love even till this day, like I'll do a photo shoot. I love coming home and flipping through my photos right away and rating them and starting to edit them. So yeah, I've always loved it. And then as a business, it was really like my first paid client, like that I got on my own, that I actually got through. I think it was Kijiji back in the day when I would be posting like ads, and it turned out to be my first client who I still remember and I still photograph till this day. And I was like, yeah, just getting paid for something that you love. And I was like, this is amazing. This is what I want to do.
You recently signed up for the Sporting Life 10K. Oh, sorry, start again. Take two. Parenthood reshaped your perspective on time, memory, and connection. How does that show up in your photography today?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, when you have kids and they're like your world revolves around them, right? I'm like, my time is so much more valuable than before. Before I'd wake up and it was kind of like, what do I want to do with my day and how am I going to spend my time? Whereas now I'm like, my time revolves around my family and my kids. So the very limited time that I do have, I try to like really spend it doing things that I love. So yeah, even when it comes to like a photo shoot, right? As a family photographer, I tend to work a lot on weekends, which in a way kind of sucks because it's taken away time from my family and my kids too. So if I'm doing a photo shoot, it's got to be something that I love. I know I'm going to be getting paid well for it. It's going to be that with a family that I've either photographed year after year or someone who's been recommended to me as well.
How do you stay inspired and creative amidst the day-to-day responsibilities of business and family?
Just, I love what I do. I love seeing other people's work. I love trying to get better and better every day. Even when I travel too, right? I'm like, I love bringing my camera with me, seeing new places. For me, it's also that, right? It's like I look at the progression when I first started years and years ago and seeing the change and how much better I've become over the years too, right? And I'm one of those people, I don't need inspiration. Even with everything in life, right? I like what I do. I don't get bored. Yeah, every family is different. Every photo shoot is different. Even like the same family year after year, it's a different location. It's a different experience. My 1 hour with them, it flies by. Like I have fun. They have fun. I usually get like a high five or a hug from a kid who's like, "Oh, this was so much fun." I'm like, "Oh, that is so cute," right? It's like having a 3-year-old who you've just met an hour ago tell you they had so much fun. It's so rewarding and like I enjoy it too. Sometimes I'm like, has 5 minutes gone by? And I'm like, oh my God, we literally have like 5 minutes left, right? If I'm in a studio session. So time flies for me.
Outside of photography, what activities or habits fuel your creativity and personal growth?
Activities. I love traveling. So that's number one. But I feel like everyone answers that question too, right? It's traveling, it's exploring, it's seeing a new place. But it's learning a new skill, it's staying active. I love health. I love fitness. I do love art. So even a day like today, like I finished work and I went to the art gallery just to kind of see different work, different perspectives. And like, it's so interesting to see all the artwork up there. In some ways, I'm like, is this really art? Like, I could have created some of these things. And then you go into a different room and it's like, oh my God, this is like so amazing. Like, where did this inspiration come from to create something
Mhm.
so beautiful?
Are there moments with your family that have influenced your work or your approach to storytelling?
Yeah, just like exploring new places with them, right? If it's a beautiful day, whether it's winter or summer, again, I love keeping my kids busy outdoors, not in front of a screen. So if it's a nice summer day, we'll explore different parks, we'll go on different walks together. So I'm always like kind of scouting for new locations too at the same time. And then like kind of seeing the world through their eyes too, right? Like to me it's kind of work in a way, but I'll kind of like get a sense of where do they like to go? Like what are they exploring? What are they picking? So seeing different locations with them as well in and around the city and driving up like north to Caledon to a farm. I'm like so nice, like driving out of the city and finding things that I unexpectedly didn't mean to.
Now, you recently signed up for the Sporting Life 10K, and you
Mm.
haven't run a 10K in like 10 years.
Right.
What inspired you to take on that challenge?
Um, it was that. I was like, the last time I ran, my oldest was what? It was once. I was like, oh, it's been 10 years. I love challenging myself, right? So I also had a goal of like, I'm going to pull up my score from 10 years ago, which I'm pretty sure I kind of like killed it and did really well. At this stage now, I'm like, I want to know what that score was, and I either want to like beat it. Yeah, I actually want to either meet it or beat it. And it's that, right? I'm like, I know I should be a lot more active than I am. So it's something I haven't done in so long. And I did train once, and you're gonna laugh at me, but on my first trial run, I was actually in California too. I was in California. It was a beautiful sunny day. I'm like, I'm gonna put my runners on. I'm gonna go for a jog. How much can I do? I actually ended up running. How many miles was it? It was 6 kilometers. It turned out to be 6 kilometers. And my first goal, which I was like, yay, I'm actually better than I thought I was. But come the next day, I'm like, oh my gosh, my knees. So I wasn't expecting to also have some injuries. So knee brace it is, and I'm going to continue with it over the next couple of weeks. But I'm not going to do that 6K all at once. I think I need to build up to it.
Yeah. I think I had that app a while back, Couch to 5K or something,
Mhm.
where it's like an app where it's like literally if you're someone that just hangs it on your couch,
Yeah.
and then it just kind of helps you inch by inch, or sorry, kilometer by kilometer to kind of build to get to
Mhm.
that goal of doing a 5 or 10K run.
Yeah. So I think I could do it. I mean, if I could do 6 kilometers with like no practice, I'm pretty sure I can do the 10. But again, I want to do it and I really want to beat that score and be like, 10 years later, I'm back but I'm better.
So, what strategies do you use to stay motivated when juggling family, business, and personal growth?
I wouldn't say, do I have strategies? I think if I do, like I've pretty much built them into my routine, right? I'm very much like I stick to my routine. I wake up early. I know the things I need to do to like get the kids out the door. I know when I have my free time. It's that, I mean, I work a lot. Sometimes I do stick to the strategies. Other days it's like chaos. The day flies by. I didn't do what I meant to do. Then it's like putting the kids to bed, working late at night. But I think like over the years, I've also invested a lot into like mindset and personal growth and building your routines and your habits. So I think I'm at a point where I kind of do them naturally as well, right? I don't give it that much thought anymore. Yes, do I have my Google Calendar? Do I have my alerts on my phone where sometimes like, oh my God, I completely forgot about that. So do I sometimes maybe need better ones? Yes, but it's just over the years, it's kind of like the routine and the habits that I built, and I really stick to them. Sounds boring, but it works.
How do you celebrate wins, both personally and professionally, to keep your energy and enthusiasm high?
So I actually do celebrate the wins, even if they're small ones. I tend to write and I journal a lot. So every year I usually get a new journal. And the first couple of pages of the journal always start off with like the accomplishments over the year. So like even if I grab my journal, it'll be like the past 5 years and everything I've accomplished, right? So whether it's like some goals in my business or trips that I've done or things that I've accomplished. So I do tend to write them and yeah, I celebrate them. I have fun. If I had a really good year in business, I'll maybe travel 3 times a year. I really do. I celebrate them. It is one thing that I learned when I did like a lot of business mentoring as well. It's that, right? Usually we're like, go, go, go. We'll set all these milestones, but like we kind of forget to celebrate the little ones along the way, right? And it's like, oh, wait, that was something really cool, right? Or I won this thing, or yeah, I took on this risk. So I do. I write them all. And it's so cool to look back, like even 5 years, I was like, yeah, whatever it was, I incorporated this business or I started something new or I traveled here and yeah. So I do. I like looking back and I like seeing all the wins, whether they're really big ones or they're small ones.
How would you say health, mindset, and wellness play a role in your creativity and ability to manage a growing business?
I would say that's the pinnacle of everything, right? It's like, yeah, that perspective, that mindset you have. I am a very positive person, I would say. I'm naturally very fit, so I think I'm kind of lucky too. It's that, yeah, like when you walk into a room, right? Like when you're happy, when you're fit, you're more confident, you make better decisions. It's the base of everything, right? It is that, right? Yeah, even if I'm having a bad day, I can easily flip that, right? I can think of like the things that I'm grateful for. I can change that mindset right away. Yeah, you are what you think about, right? Like I really believe that. I believe that people are what they think about, right? And I'm very conscious of like the first thing when I wake up, what I want my day to be. Yes, do I have bad days? Of course I do, but like I'm always able to find like the little happy things and yeah, I tend to control my days to the best of my ability as well.
How did you come up with the name Anchor Studio, and what does it mean to you personally and professionally?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh my God. I still remember sitting in the subway being like, what business name can I come up with? I had all these ideas. What did it really come down to? Well, I wanted something short. So that was right away. I wanted like a short, catchy name. I wanted it to start with an A so that it can kind of like come up on searches in alphabetical order right away. And then more than anything, it's the meaning of an anchor, right? Like to bring good things, to be like that base, that anchor that brings good things to people. And I was like, beautiful meaning, nice, short and catchy. And yeah, I remember sitting in sitting in that subway ride and like after writing and like Xing so many out, I was like, Anchor Studio, I kind of like it. I sent it to my sister. I'm like, I think I came up with the business name. What do you think? And she's like, love it. So that's how it came about.
So then let's talk about some recent accomplishments for
Oh.
Anchor Studio that you're particularly proud of.
So, I mean, there's big ones and there's small ones. Small ones would be like, yeah, all my client referrals, right? Because after all these years, I've literally done zero in any paid ads, in any marketing, which I probably should get better at. But it's that, right? My business has been built all through world of mouth. And then most recently, oh, I do have a really big one actually. My photos of my kids actually from years ago somehow got found by Vanity Fair in Italy. And they reached out to me this month to have my photos published in their upcoming magazine, A Vanity Fair in Italy. And it's my cute kids in the photos and like some beautiful alpaca farm. And I was like, I am so glad you chose those photos because to me, yeah, it's like one of my favorite days ever too. And to have it captured like that moment and now to have it published in Vanity Fair, I'm like, can you send me a copy too? So I'm super excited about that.
That's awesome. Wow. That just gave me goosebumps just you telling that. Now, what have been some of the biggest challenges in growing your studio and how have you overcome them?
But there's a lot of those as well. Like I said, usually I'm pretty positive, but there are those like demotivating days too, right? Or years, I should say. I would say for most photographers or family photographers anyway, right? Like end of the year tends to be like crazy busy where you're working like 70, 80 hours a week. It's just like go, go, go. You literally wake up, you work, you go to bed. And that's pretty much life for like all of September, October, November, and even into December. So it's this crazy busy period where like all photographers will joke and have memes of like your house a disaster. You haven't done laundry in days because all you're doing is like shooting and editing. But then comes a month like January and February where it's so incredibly slow and you're like, and yeah, just growing the business. And I'm probably going to speak on behalf of like a lot of entrepreneurs too, right? I think it was so much easier to have started years ago and to have built the business than for even anyone now, right? Like if you have a really good idea or an amazing product, like getting your word out is so much more difficult than when I had started, right? Like if you think of like Instagram, Facebook, like TikTok, any of those ways of promoting yourself, back in the day it was so easy to do so. Now like reach is so much more difficult. So it's like being creative, building your email list, being able to connect with clients a different way, SEO. Yeah, growing it. I've always had like this dream of like having this space that I can also rent out to other photographers and like consistently like being busy and having a steady income as an entrepreneur, right? Like the goal of many, but it's sometimes you're like, oh, it's much more difficult to do now after all these years in business than in like years 2 and 3. So and then, but yeah, I'll connect with another photographer and they're like, yeah, same for me. So it's kind of shitty sometimes, but it is the life of an entrepreneur, right? You have to be okay with some uncertainty and it's never going to be like that steady, 9 to 5, your paycheck's coming in all the time.
Now, how has being a mother or how has being a mother influenced your perspective on entrepreneurship and storytelling?
But yeah, ever since I had kids, well, it pretty much shapes your whole life, right? It's like it's the way you want to live your life now. It's completely different for me, right? Like I want to be able to control my time with my kids. Like I know people define success in so many ways. To me, it's literally like being able to drop off my kids and pick them up from school. That's the definition of success, right? Being able to control my time. Yes, am I working crazy 70 and 80 hours in like the months of October, November, December? Yes. It's exhausting, but then I can be like, you know what? It's July and August. My kids are out of school. I want to spend a month traveling with them in Europe, or I want to do tennis, like a tennis camp with them. And just being able to control my time, knowing that I can do things on my own schedule. Yes, I'm working some crazy hours, but to me, that means everything, right? It's like, yeah, just working that 9 to 5, having someone else control your time, it's not me.
What are some short-term goals you're focusing on right now for Anchor Studio?
I would say maybe kind of growing my team. So I do have an editor right now. I know I should, and I do need to invest more in like marketing and finding other creative ways of getting my word out. So I would say maybe like hiring another person to join my team, also helping with like a lot of the emails and the admin work as well. And then just like building out my schedule a year in advance, right? I tend to kind of be focused on the next month of Mother's Day is coming up, or now it's summer or fall. Whereas, yeah, I want someone to kind of have like this grand vision and planning out whether it's my social media or the emails that get sent out, just being planned a year in advance, knowing when I'm going to be doing things as well.
I know you kind of touched on this a little bit, but I just really want to push this. How do you balance planning for growth while enjoying for present moments in your business and your life and being a mom and.
That's a good question because, back in the day, I would be like, everything would be in my head, right? I felt like I can never enjoy moments because, yes, I'd be with my kids, but I'd be like, there's this thing I have to do. Oh, and I didn't call this, or I told my client I was going to send this contract. My head would always be thinking of so many different things. And it was this business mentor who kind of like helped me really set my schedule. Now it's like, if I'm with my kids, I'm not thinking about work. When I'm working, I'm working. So it's really like setting that time, right? Even now, like I know, like I'll pick them up from school, my time between like 3:30 to 8:39. I know I'm not thinking about work at all. When they're down for bed, then my brain flips back into, okay, what was it that I needed to do? What should I be doing? So it's really doing that. Yes, there's of course moments where I'll be with them and I'm like, shoot, I completely forgot about this. Or I have a session tomorrow, I should have done X and Y, but so much better now. Yeah, when I flip that switch of like, when I'm a mom, I'm a mom. I'm not thinking about work. When I'm not with my kids, it's when I'm more focused on work.
Right.
But
All
there
right.
is balance
Right. What advice would you give other creative entrepreneurs who are trying to grow their brand while staying authentic?
while staying authentic. I think just be true to yourself, right? It's do the things that you love, have your niche, stick with it, like don't give up, right? I know a lot of people like will come up with an idea and like really like try to do so many things or think because X, Y, and Z works for this person, it might work for me too, and like branch out and be trying so many different things. But it's that like have your idea, have conviction in with it, like stick with it. Are there going to be some hard days? And months and years, yes, but like you really have to have that belief. And then that work ethic too, right? When things aren't going right, it's like coming up with different solutions and being okay with making mistakes and trying it again.
All right. We're gonna do a lightning round. So this is
Okay.
where you can't think about it. You're just giving
No.
rapid answers, really quick, short,
Uh-huh.
to the point, very quick. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready. I think I'm ready, actually.
Favorite way to unwind after a busy day?
Taking a bath.
Morning person or night owl?
Morning person.
One book, podcast, or mentor that shaped your approach to creativity or business?
Sue Bryce.
One word to describe the stage of your life.
Oh, that's a good one. Hold on. I feel like I have to think about this one. The stage of my life. What stage am I in right now? I can't think of a one word. Okay, you might have to ask me that one again. I can't think of just one word. What's the one word? I'm in a happy stage, but I also feel like the best part of my life is yet to come. Right now, it's kind of like the messy middle. I don't know, messy middle.
All right. All right. So there's a million photographers out there. And the
Mhm.
past 30 minutes, we've been getting to know you. What would you say to someone that's right now wanting to book a photographer? They're seeing the interview right now. They're feeling comfortable with you. But what would you say to that person that is deciding between what photographer to reach out to?
What photographer to reach out to?
Like
I would.
why they should reach out to you? Because I
Oh,
mean,
I
there
do.
are so many. I mean, this is like, they're getting to know you. They've gotten to know you for 27 minutes here, but like, talk to the person that's just about to decide about booking you here. What would you say
Why
to that person?
me? Well, I mean, why me? That's a good question. There's so many photographers out there. I would say really it comes down to my personality, right? I think there can be so much competition. Are there people who charge half the price of what I do for what I do? Yes, there are, right? But it's the quality. I think it's the years of experience. And really, it's me. It's the one thing that they can't replicate, right? Kids love me. That's the one thing. They feel comfortable around me. We have a great time together. And it's like book that session. There's so many moms that are always waiting for this moment, right? Especially as a woman, you're like, oh, I'm gonna wait until whatever it is, I lose 5 or 10 pounds or I'm more comfortable. It's like it's do it now. It's like it's this one moment in time, right? That's a fleeting moment. In a year from now, your kids are gonna look completely different, right? And in 10 years, when you look at the photo shoot, you're gonna be like, you know what, actually looks really good. I'm so glad. Yeah, like if I flip through albums of me and my kids, I'm like, I'm so glad I did it, right? Is there the work and like getting everyone dressed and ready and driving to a photo shoot that might be like a 1 hour drive for a sunset session? It's worth it. Is it chaos? Is there a lot of yelling in the car sometimes? Yeah, it's completely normal. But the photos in the end, like that one moment captured in time, even if it's your cranky kid who's been crying that you're cuddling in your arms, it's like there's such precious moments. So do it. Exist in photos with your kids, moms. Now I'm talking to the mom out there because dads will usually take photos. Sorry, the moms are the ones who are usually taking good photos of dads and the kids, but it doesn't happen the other way around. So
Mm.
hire someone, get ready, make it about you and your kids, and yeah, exist in photos with your kids. Highly recommended.
All right. So this has become my trademark tradition question that I ask in a lot of my interviews.
Mhm.
You're in an elevator
Yeah.
and someone comes into the elevator for the first time.
Uh-huh.
and they ask you what you're about. It's your elevator spiel. But
Mm-hmm.
the fine print on this experiment or this question is you get to pick how big the building is. Meaning, is it a sixth floor building? Or are you in the elevator of the CN Tower? Meaning
Mm-hmm.
that's how you determine how long you get to speak here. So you're in the elevator, you're meeting someone for the first time. Tell us about you in that elevator speech.
I would say, hi, I'm Sylvia. I am a family photographer in Toronto, and I help moms capture beautiful, precious moments with their kids for them to cherish for years to come. So it's a short building. I like getting right to the point.
There you go. All right. Well, honestly, you're awesome. This has been such a joy. Before we wrap up,
Uh-huh.
you get the final word. Where can our listeners, viewers find your work, learn about Anchor Studio, connect with you online? How do we reach you? How do we give you all of our money so that you book shoots and everything?
Best place to find me is, I would say, on Instagram at Anchor Studio. And same thing for my website. It's anchorstudio.ca. You know, there's a lot of different Anchor Studios around the world, and there's a lot of other photographers with the same name. But yeah, as a website, it's anchorstudio.ca. And on Instagram, it's just the handle at Anchor Studio.
And I guess that was I thought that was going to be my last question, but a bonus question just went in my head as you were
Okay.
answering that. Like, what tips would you offer? Obviously, we want people booking you, but what tips would you offer a person, when they're preparing? Not so obviously they're going to book you, they're going to hire you, but
Mhm.
what's the tips you would give to a person, whether it be the mom or the dad,
Mhm.
before they reach out to you? Should they be preparing for? What are the questions that they should have ready for you? Or what should they have prepared for you that you're probably going to ask them? Like, how can they become ready for you so that it's a smooth conversation for both sides?
Yeah. Well, I'd say check out my website. I pretty much have like all my information, all my packages, all my FAQs there. I am that family photographer who also styles the whole family, which I probably should have mentioned too. But yeah, when moms come to me, I style you. You can borrow all the beautiful dresses for moms and kids as well. And yeah, it's really the expertise, right? So I'm pretty much going to guide you all throughout the process. I'm going to style you for your session, different options to pick from as well. And then I'll also give you options for different locations around the city as well. And it's the one preparation. Yeah, I would say the only focus is making sure your kids are well fed and they come happy and I take care of the rest, which is meant, right? My photo shoots are meant to be fun. I don't want them to be work. So all the stress that comes with preparing comes to me.
You are awesome. Thank you so much for doing this. You've done your first podcast. How do you think you did? I think you did amazing, by the way.
I'm gonna take your word for it then. Definitely fun. I was gonna say a little intimidating, not knowing what you're gonna be asking as well, but I'm
Oh,
happy.
you're
I'm
great.
happy I
You
did it, and
come across
I'll do
very
it as
genuine. We
well.
can tell that you love what you do.
Mhm.
And this is why I really appreciate you gave me your time. I know you're a busy person, but I know everyone watching will kind of feel connected with you and wanna book you. So thank
Mhm.
you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks everyone for watching.